Hello and welcome back to Penntorr Cars, Cornish Car Collectors. Now you join us on a glorious day here in Cornwall, and we've got a glorious car to show you today. When it comes to luxury motoring and cutting edge technology, there's one car that's been leading the way for the past 40 years, and it's the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. And this is ours, an S430 V8 automatic, a W220 2004 car. So join us as we take a look around and take a drive of this 5-metre long, 2-ton luxurious saloon. Please do leave us a comment, please hit like, and if you haven't already and you want to see more cars of interest and modern classics featured on our channel, please do subscribe. So let's take a look at the car. Now Mercedes-Benz have one aim when it comes to producing their range-topping S-Class: to make the best car in the world. And they say that if you want to see what everyday cars will be equipped with in around 10 years' time, take a look at today's S-Class. And that's certainly true of this 2004 W220 S-Class. But we'll come to spec a little bit later on. Now the feeling that new owners will get from driving an S-Class and the kudos that it demands are personified in its name: Sonderklasse, special class. And the Mercedes S-Class has been delighting motorists for 6 generations. But the actual DNA of the S-Class can be traced back to 1951, at that year's Frankfurt Motor Show, where Mercedes unveiled their svelte W187 220 and their W186 330 models. But it wasn't until 1972 that Mercedes-Benz named their W116 model the S-Class. And still in production today, the S-Class, the W222. Now you can count on Mercedes-Benz with the S-Class to raise the game every time. And that's true even in that original W116 form in 1972. It was the first production car to come with ABS. It also had cruise control and a collision-proof fuel tank, all things that we would expect in our run-of-the-mill Fiesta today. And as the models kept coming, so the technology kept coming. In 1981, a driver's airbag. In 1985, a front passenger airbag. In 1991, electronic stability control. And in that same year, self-closing doors and boot. In 1998, the W220 replaced the aging W140 S-Class. It was a completely new design, slightly shorter and slightly lighter than the predecessor, but provided more interior space, particularly in the long wheelbase version of the car. And the W220 continued Mercedes' pursuit to ever-improving safety technologies. This car came with 8 airbags, pre-safe occupant protection, and an automatic child seat recognition system. Automatic cylinder shutoff, ventilated seats, and a keyless go access system also debuted on the W220. Mercedes-Benz also launched the first official S-Class AMG badged car in the W220, delivering the very powerful S55 with its 493 brake horsepower, 5.4 litre supercharged engine, and later the S65 AMG came along in W220 form. And in 2002, we launched their 4MATIC four-wheel drive system. Not that we were going to experience the traction benefits here in Britain, as manufacturing the car in right-hand drive was deemed impossible. The W220 was unveiled at the Paris Motor Show in 1998 and will go on to be produced until 2005. There's a vast range of engine options available with the car, starting with the diesels. A 6 and an 8-cylinder diesel was available, and the petrols, you can have a V6, a V8 or a V12. This car is the 4.3 litre V8 with the 5-speed automatic gearbox. It's a twin spark engine, so it requires 16 spark plugs when it comes to service time. It produces 280 brake horsepower and a totally irrelevant 0 to 60 time of just under 7 seconds, a top speed of limited to 155 miles an hour. And I say an irrelevant 0 to 60 time because when it comes to performance stats, brake horsepower and other things like that with an S-Class, they are irrelevant. This car is about the driving experience, driving this special car. Give you an idea of prices around the middle of the production time for the W220. You could buy new an S280 for around £44,500 and an S600 long wheelbase for around £87,500. The S-Class W220 was so technologically advanced at its time of launch. It came with new innovations such as airmatic suspension, active ventilated seats which use miniature fans in the seats to move air through the perforations, keyless entry and ignition, Distronic, the first worldwide radar-assisted cruise control, and a cylinder deactivation system called active cylinder control on the S500 and the S600 models. Other nice features on our car, including this lovely leather and wooden steering wheel. These beautiful leather seats are so comfortable. We also have dual zone climate control, digital climate control, double glazed windows, and just check out this cup holder. Sat here in the rear of the Mercedes S-Class, really comfortable. The legroom is truly exceptional, even for a 6'4" large chap such as myself. Some other nice features here in the rear are these fold down vanity mirrors, one either side. We also have in the door card a hidden 12-volt accessory socket and ashtray, and behind me the collapsible headrest to ease reversing. And as we step out gracefully, the S-Class also has the soft closed doors. Mercedes-Benz thought about absolutely everything when they produced the S-Class. And around the rear of the car there's a really nice touch. Mercedes knew their S-Class owners wouldn't want to get their hands dirty when opening the boot. So they developed this chrome catch that pops out when you release the boot. So the boot can be lifted and lowered without touching the dirty exterior of the car. And when the boot's closed and it retracts, it's brushed clean. That's awesome. We've only listed a few of the features on this particular car, and if we were to list them all, we'd be here all day. Production of the W220 ended in late 2005 as it made way for the W221 S-Class. 484,683 was sold during its production run, making it slightly more successful than the previous W140. And if you include those 1950s to 1970s not really S-Class models, then over 4 million four-door saloons have found homes over the years. The most successful being the W126 S-Class, which sold 818,000 between 1979 and 1991. Now, driving our Mercedes S-Class is a glorious experience. It's powerful and smooth, and you rarely need to exceed 2,000 revs. You only, in fact, use about an inch of the throttle. The power delivery is so dignified. It's like moving your living room from 0 to 60 in total stealth. Sat in here driving the car, you don't really have any concept of gaining speed or traveling at speed. And that's largely because this car, the engine note, is hardly audible thanks to this double glazing. And the suspension really does just absorb and soak up all of the imperfections in the road. I could honestly drive this car all the way from here in Cornwall to Scotland and get out the other end fresh as a daisy. And with this big V8 delivering just over 25 miles per gallon, it wouldn't break the bank doing so either. Now, I've driven some large luxury saloons in the past. Jaguars, Audi, BMW. I've even had a Citroen C6. And I've got to say, this S-Class is by far the best. Don't expect huge thrills, acceleration, high performance. This is just a very, very nice place to be, comfortable and relaxed. And as I drive this car, I look out over this beautifully finished leather and wood steering wheel, over this elegant wooden dashboard, down that long bonnet to the Mercedes bonnet ornament, all the way out there leading the way. And wherever you look in this car, you're reminded you are in a Sonder class, a special class. So that's about it for our luxury Mercedes-Benz S430 V8. What an amazing car. We've really enjoyed driving it and sharing it with you. We hope that you've enjoyed watching. We're going to take it for one last drive now. So thanks very much for joining us. Please do hit like, please leave us a comment, and please do subscribe for the channel. And from Penntorr Cars, it's bye for now. See you again soon. Bye-bye.